Hi guys, welcome to Math Mr. Hustler. Today, we're in section 7-4, write an equation. So we're going to have a word problem and we're going to need to write and solve an equation from it. So our steps to this is 1, we have to figure out what we're trying to find. Step 2, what do we have that we're starting with? Step 3, are there any things in the problem that are going to change based on other information? And step 4, we have to make the equation. So if I look at this problem right now, a moving van rents for $29.95 a day plus 12 cents for each mile. Mike's bill for a 2-day rental is $70.46. How many miles did he drive? So right from the beginning, I'm going to go through my steps. Number 1, what are we finding? We're looking for how many miles did he drive. So we're looking for miles driven. We don't know how many there are, we don't know what it is, we're going to say that's going to be X. Our next part, what do you start with? Well, he rents it for $29.95 a day. So our starting price per day. Then we're going to add on to that. Do we know how many days he rents it for? Yeah, he goes for 2 days. Okay, and then we look and we say, what are the things changing? Things changing is he goes for a certain number of miles, and that's going to cost 12 cents for each mile. So what's changing is the price based on miles. Okay, and then we have to find one last thing, and it is the total cost of it. So he rents it for a total of $70.46. Alright, so step 4, we have to make our equation. When we make equations, we always have a total on one side of an equal sign. So we have 70.46. And an equation needs an equal sign. So we put our equals in, and then we have to figure out. We have $29.95 a day for 2 days. How do we figure that out? Well, $29.95, we would say for 2 days, so times 2. And then he also gets charged 12 cents for each mile. So just like we had $29.95 times 2, because it was 2 days, we're going to say 0.12 times X, since we said X is the number of miles he drove. So if we think about this, we have the price that he's paying for miles and the price he's paying to rent it, and that's giving him a total cost. So 2 prices to give you a total cost. What operation we have to use? We have to use addition. So my price for my miles plus my price to rent the van is going to give me my total price of renting the van. So now we have to solve this. It's a multi-step equation like we've been working on. So we say $29.95 times 2 is going to give us $59.90 equals 70.46 plus 0.12x. And from this step, we have a 2-step problem. So we're going to draw our line. We're going to subtract $59.90 from both sides. And we're going to carry this down now. 0.12x equals, we subtract this now, we get $10.56. And now we have to solve for x, so we divide by 0.12 on both sides. We get x equals 88. So x equals 88. Let's go back and make sure we answer the question fully, figure out what label we need. We're looking for how many miles did he drive. So we need to put a label on it. He drove 88 miles. And that is my final answer. So just to recap, we figured out our equation, we figured out what was changing, what was going to stay the same, and our total, and we figured out if we needed to add, subtract, and what we needed to multiply together, and then we solved a multi-step problem. And the last step was to figure out what label we needed, so we said 88 miles. That's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe.